Hi, welcome to another episode of NBTV. I'm John.
And I'm NikkiB.
And we thought this was funny. I don't know. Today, we're going to talk about what?
We are talking about the color of my bedroom wall. This bedroom was painted back in 2009.
It's a good year.
And also it was very current and it was on point at the time.
And it's an accent wall.
It was an accent wall. It spoke like this. It said, je ne sais quoi, because this is French red.
French red.
It is French red.
And you know what it is now?
Out.
It's time for it to go.
I loved this French red.
Did you?
I did. It even traveled with us from one house to the next. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
And it was outstanding.
Yeah.
It's 2018, so 9 years have passed.
Okay.
And it may be time, in fact, to switch it, or it is time.
It's time.
Okay.
It's time. So what are we going to switch it to, Nikki?
Well, we're going to select something significantly more neutral.
Okay, so here's what I want you to consider. As much as we want to neutralize, what we really want to do, in my opinion, is to keep it fresh looking.
And fresh is definitely a key word that we want to emphasize to our sellers. What we want it to be is fresh, crisp, bright, light.
Nikki asked me to provide a good tip. Here's my good tip. This came from Dunn Edward. They're a cool paint company. There are that many shades of white or pastel. And I would encourage you to consider which one of those coordinates best with what exists already in your house. So you're not putting yourself in a position of having to repaint absolutely everything.
All right.
Is that helpful?
It is.
Okay.
Except my one big question is, what about shades of gray?
She thinks that's a really smart question. Here's my opinion on gray. I think a little bit of gray goes a long way. And I think if you're looking at selling your house in the next 3 years, what you might want to consider is not gray, because I think gray will go out ultimately, just like this shade. 2008.
9.
So what you want to do is create as blank a canvas for the next person as possible if you're planning to sell.
Well, but even if I'm not planning on selling,
Then paint it whatever color you want, seriously.
well, I suppose that's true, but then in the meantime, when times change, there's a lot of paint. If I kept my walls in a more neutral tone and maybe somewhat timeless,
Right?
I could get a new bedspread and a new bed set for the same cost as painting my room.
Well, Nikki Bernstein, girl genius, has solved the problem. In conclusion, what we're encouraging you to do, if you're planning to sell your home, is to keep it neutral and fresh.
And if you're not, have it be an expression of yourself, but give yourself the opportunity to perhaps express yourself with accents and not have to make those big, expensive changes of painting your house.
Excellent tip.
Thanks for joining us today on NBTV.
I thought it was a pretty good episode.
I do too.
I think they're all pretty good.
I do too. What we want to remind you is that we are realtors. And while we're here to help you sell or buy a new home, we're also here to serve as your referral source. So if there's anything that you might need around the house, say a butcher, a baker, or a candlestick maker,
A plumber, a painter, or a roofer.
we're here for you. I'm Nikki Bernstein.
I'm John Clonts.
Thanks for joining us at NBTV today.
Bye-bye.